Here's Atlanta with the basketball. And scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Rose into the front court. Down 3. To Towns. Rose, defended by Len. To Towns. Rose. Has a chance. Teague, a shot, no good. Blocked by Covington.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Towns to Rose. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Teague with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Towns. Shot from the lane won't go. Nice pass to set things up. Goaltending's called. Count the bucket. Teague with it up top. Down 5. Rose. Off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Towns. And he hits.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
It's Atlanta ball. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. And count the basket.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Teague with the basketball. 5-point game. To Rose. Here comes the screen. Rose to Covington. Has a look. Covington with a shot that's off the mark.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Hawks have it. And that's rebounded by the Timberwolves. Teague with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Down for Collins. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Teague to Towns. Teague. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. To DiVincenzo. Screen coming. DiVincenzo. Curling inside. Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big at this.
Slam down. Karl Anthony Towns on the follow.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Hawks with the basketball. Around the perimeter. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Oops, he missed the first one. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Teague with the basketball. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. And the rebound taken down by Collins. DiVincenzo. Down low, Collins. Count the basket inside.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Karl-Anthony Towns at the line for 2 shots. A career 83% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. And gets both to drop.
All right, let's do it.
Substitutions. In the game for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Rose to Towns. Blocked by Collins. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Wiggins to Towns. Short jumper misses. Fires the three. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here's Atlanta. Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
You know what we call that, Ed? We call that now you see me, now you don't.
Rose into the front court. His group now down 2. To Wiggins. Able to convert inside.
The assist from number 22, Andrew Wiggins.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
From the painted area, won't go down. 4-3. Textbook defense. Wiggins to Rose. Stuffs it down with authority. Where did that come from?
It's like he got on an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Hawks have the rebound. To Ken Bazemore from long range. Tough shot there for Bazemore. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. To Ken Bazemore. Here comes the screen. Not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. To Ken Bazemore. Curling inside. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Here's a chance from long range, trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Rose into the front court. His guys down 3. Going to launch beyond the arc. To Ken Bazemore. Screen coming. 5 seconds to shoot. For 3. Missed it. Rose into the front court. They're down 3. Hawks have it. Off the assist.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Pick up. I got your help here. Double.
Down low for Len. And he finishes at the rim.
And Ed, not every pass needs to be a home run pass or thread the needle. Sometimes an easy kick ahead or an easy shuffle pass can make the game simple. The more simplistic the game is, the more efficient you'll be as a unit.
Here's Atlanta with the basketball.
Defense, let's go. Right.
Tough make through traffic.
Man, I've seen this kid play with some grown men prior to making it to the league. As my old friend would say, same pan, same grease.
Rose into the front court. His guys down by 9. Derrick Rose, 4 out of 10.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Hey, lock up.
Down for Collins. No good. Wiggins to Rose. Right time, right play.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Into the game for Minnesota, number 67, Taj Gibson.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
The free throw, good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. To Wiggins. Taj Gibson, consistent effort. He's at 50%. It's Atlanta ball.
Hey. Screen.
Takes stock of the floor. To DiVincenzo. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Rose. Short jumper won't fall. To DiVincenzo. Fires the 3. They were ready for DiVincenzo on that 3. Rose into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Taj Gibson. Wiggins. Short jumper stays out. Oh, that's rejected by Towns. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Into the game for the Atlanta Hawks. Number 25, Alex.
Rose into the front court. Margins 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
To Covington. The big man, Len, up for the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Hawks have it. And counted at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Rose into the front court. His guys trail by 10. To Covington. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well defended. Covington's a tough matchup. To Rose. Covington to Rose. A fundamental shot right there.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. Prince against the former MVP. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Can't connect. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Derrick Rose, defended by Len. Trying to cash in. Deep two there, won't go.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's the player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Beyond the arc for three. At long last, he missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, provided he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Corner three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The Hawks already pulling away. With the basketballs, we start the fourth quarter. And, Jay, they have got to get something going quick. They all through 3 quarters.
Well, here's the problem. Guys are out here a little bit lethargic, a little bit lackadaisical, and not the way great teams need to operate to win championships. That light needs to stay on all the time.
Lets it fly from long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Fires the three. That one off the mark. It's no good. Covington to Teague. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
4-3. Buries it.
Look, the reality is some players have it, and some... There's a reason why they call them the one.
Rose. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Screen on your right. On your right.
From long range, not getting the bounce. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Covington. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. Now 4 for 9.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Here's a chance from long range, and it's Wiggins with the rebound. T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. Probing the defense. Going to launch beyond the arc. It's Covington with the rebound. Teague with the basketball. His guys down big. Nice pass to set things up. Taj Gibson above the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Oh, emphatic slam.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
That's out. Last touch by Dwayne Dedmon. New blood coming in for both sides.
Stepping in for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, baby. Here we go. Here we go.
Substitutions, Washington Cap. Subbing in for Minnesota, number 4.
He gets it.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
For 3, and knocks it down. And
Yes, yes, yes! That's how you make coaches look like masterminds.
cleans it up. And a putback slam.
In an era where big centers often get devalued, Karl-Anthony Towns is a true foundational player. He can function as a traditional center, but also can show you quick moves around the perimeter and knock down that three-point shot from deep.
Runner's good there.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Teague. Wiggins. To Kevin Huerter. Teague to Wiggins. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Great looking vision. Putback's good. Karl-Anthony Towns.
Must be nice to be a walking double-double machine.
Hawks with the basketball. Here comes the screen. And scores at the rim, Jay. Good luck recovering from that.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Wiggins. Second effort. Towns to T. Fires the three. Off the mark. No good.
Show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Count the bucket for two.
Good shot.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
To Ken Bazemore. Knocked loose. Wolves have it. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not going down here. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Deep three at the buzzer. The Hawks are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.